Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play Legend of Zelda video, full of fun facts and trivia. So, like I said in the last video, I have a lot to go over, so I'm just going to jump right into it. The first thing I want to mention is the crooked cartridge glitch. Now this is something from way back in the old days, when you actually played this on the cartridge. This glitch is just kind of important if you're into glitches. Requires that you pull the left side of the cartridge up just a little bit until the music is jarbled. And then after the music is jarbled, you can actually pass right through characters who are blocking your way. Now this is important because you can actually leave the Kokiri Forest without ever getting your sword or shield. And what this means is that later on it unlocks some really crazy glitches because you don't actually have those items. So I don't know, it's just kind of a cool thing. If you're not into glitches, you know, that's alright. It's still something really interesting to know about. As you can see in the video, this person's having some troubles. By the way, if you ever see me have any type of video or sometimes just a picture, I will usually have a link to something else there, so if you ever want to go check out the original video and where I got it from, you can definitely click on those and view the original video. Alright, we got the Fairy Ocarina. I actually never liked the Fairy Ocarina. Ocarina of Time is so much better. And later on, you're going to see me really fumble with these C buttons because I have them mapped out to all different things on my PlayStation controller. So yeah, I really don't know where my buttons are. Alright, we made it into Hyrule Field. Hooray! The first thing I want to talk about here is actually Kaepora Gaebora. I'm sure a lot of you know him. He's actually probably just as annoying as Navi is. But anyways, there are some theories circulating around him that I kind of want to just hit base on right quick. The main one being is that Kaepora Gaebora is actually supposed to be Rauru the Sage, who you're going to see later on. The theory behind this is that there is a gossip stone that whenever you talk to it with the Mask of Truth actually says that Kaepora Gaebora may well be the reincarnation of an ancient sage. I'll go ahead and put the quote right here so you can see what I'm talking about.
The owl named Kaepora Gaebora is the reincarnation of an ancient sage. They say that strange owl Kaepora Gaebora may look big and heavy, but its character is rather light-hearted.
So a lot of people take that to mean that Kaepora Gaebora is in fact Rauru the Sage, the Light Sage. A, because he is a reincarnation of an ancient sage, and B, the slight pun about being light. Now whether or not this is true or not, I don't know. But another part of this is the fact that you never see Rauru in Hyrule Field or anywhere else besides the Temple of Time. This oddity, that the fact that he never shows up means that he is either, somewhere else completely, or he is in fact Kaepora Gaebora whenever he is outside of the Temple of Time. Another thing to note is that whenever Kaepora Gaebora turns his head upside down, which you'll see here in a second, it actually reveals a face. Not his normal face, just a different face. And what I believe, I don't know if anybody else believes this, but I believe that that is his actual form, what he's actually supposed to look like whenever he's not an owl. If he is in fact a reincarnation of an ancient sage. Now, the reason why I say this is, why else would they give him a face? And the other thing I want to point out here is that the face does not look like Rauru. As you can see here, I'm putting up a little face on top of his. The face has long whiskers, this kind of red nose, and what to me looks like a horseshoe haircut. Now, if it were actually Rauru, I think it would look a little bit more like this, but it doesn't. Or it could just be a very young Rauru, I really don't know. But that's about all there is to say about Kaepora Gaebora right now. So let's just get on with the video. You may notice that the quality of the video has gone up a little bit. The video has always been HD, but before it was lagging quite badly, and I finally managed to fix that. So hopefully the video will be coming out nice and clear for you. I have been noticing that my video doesn't like to automatically play in high definition, so if you want to see in high definition, I recommend you go ahead and just change your settings on the video. And please excuse that little pop-up in the lower left-hand corner. Alright, we got a weird egg. Alright, now we get to see me fail at climbing the spine. I can never climb the spine correctly. I don't think I've ever gotten it on the first try. Up we go. Alright, there's a gossip stone right there. Here's another little interesting thing that nobody's really been able to figure out. This little statue right here on top of this bridge acts like a gossip stone. I don't believe it reacts to the Mask of Truth, but it's just odd. And back in the day when there was these, you know, Triforce theories and all these rumors and such, a lot of them had to do with that little statue there. That little gargoyle, if you will. Alright, continuing on. Oh, and another thing. Man, there's a lot of stuff in this video. Butterflies. There is a trick that you can do. I've never actually been able to do it myself. I know other people have, and a gossip stone actually says it, so I'm just going to put that here. But pulling out your Deku stick and kind of running around the butterflies will actually cause it to turn into a pink fairy, which is kind of cool.
They say that if you get close to a butterfly while holding a Deku stick in your hands, something good will happen.
So if you ever get a chance, I recommend you go try it. Like I said, I've never been able to actually get it to work, but I know it's definitely possible. And I cannot find a single video of it on YouTube, so if you want to be the first one to do it, then do it. Haha, wake up. No, you cannot. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slash you with my sword. Ah, here's another thing. Talon, I don't know how you say his name. He is actually modeled after Super Mario of Super Mario Brothers. And his brother, which you'll see later, I think his name is Ingo, is actually modeled after Luigi. And the reason why they can get away with this is that Shigeru Miyamoto, the person who made The Legend of Zelda, is actually the same person who made Super Mario Brothers. So he has every right to do that. And you'll also see another Super Mario Brothers reference here as soon as we get into the castle. In the meantime, you get to watch me push around some crates with a cow on them. Always thought this part was a little tedious. Now this isn't quite interesting, but just to note that that door over there does not open. And there are ways to kind of get into it with hacking and whatnot, but there's nothing behind it. It's just like an empty room. So I have no idea what the purpose of that was. Alright, into the gutters. Hopefully I can get by these guards without getting caught. Now while Princess Zelda here goes off on her own little speech, I'm going to talk about something else that happens around in this little area. I'm sure a lot of people know this. I'm sure, you know, a lot of my listeners are going to know this. But if you look on the left and right sides of the of this room, you'll see two windows. One of which is actually a kind of a little tribute to Mario, and it just has a bunch of Mario characters. I believe it's Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Bowser. And the cool thing about this window is that if you shoot it with your slingshot, you actually get 20 rupees out of it, which is pretty cool. The other window does not have any references, and if you hit that with your slingshot, you actually get a bomb thrown at you, which is pretty funny, and is kind of a major Easter egg. You know, it's not like these games to have so many, you know, unique Easter eggs like that. Games nowadays, that is. My name is CVGN. Yay. It sounds familiar. How so? So while I'm waiting for Princess Zelda to stop talking, I'm going to talk about something else. The search for the Triforce, you know, a lot of people have been looking for it for a long time. And some people have actually found it going through the beta quest, which you can activate usually with a Game Shark. What these people do generally is that they activate the beta quest, and then they go through a series of rooms, you know, just kind of hack-related stuff, and they get to the very end screen. And what happens here is that if you go underneath this room, you can actually see the Triforce with the Triforce of Courage lit up. And this will actually tie in later whenever we get to the very, very end of the game. But that is actually used in one of the cutscenes. Well, the ending cutscene, really. And, I don't know, it's just really interesting, really kind of cool that somebody found that, but they took a lot of time on it. I might as well talk about the beta version of it. If you're a Zelda fan like I am, you obviously know that there were beta videos that were shown, beta trailers, and in one of these trailers there is one of Link actually getting the Triforce, which we all know that he doesn't actually get the Triforce in this game. But it's just one of those things that could have been, but never was, and people, like I said, have spent their whole lifetimes trying to find this thing. And a lot of people have gotten pretty close, to tell you the truth. This part's always creepy. If you ever notice that Ganon is a mouth breather, that must mean he's evil. I'm going to try and skip through this text as quick as possible. I am actually running out of hard drive space, which is always lovely. And we're nearing the end of this video. I will be going over some more stuff in Hyrule Field in the next video, as well as show you a couple of neat little things in Kakariko Village, which that'll be cool. These cutscenes take forever. I don't believe you, Zelda. No, you're lying! Yes, he is going to destroy Hyrule. Spoiler, not really. The other two spiritual stones. Alright, we got the letter, which is very important. Alright, so that's it. We're at the end of this video. Next time, like I said, I'm going to be going into Hyrule Field and checking out Kakariko Village, which is another word I say wrong. Haha. Alright, so on to the awesome subscriber section. This video's awesome subscriber is Jeffro826. He is actually the person who inspired me to do these videos. He started up his own, you know, Let's Play Ocarina of Time after I started following him on YouTube, and I really enjoyed them, and I thought, hey, why don't I give this a shot? So I'm going to go ahead and give him a shout out. He's a really funny guy, and his videos are actually really entertaining. So I recommend you go subscribe to him if you like funny commentary. Well, that's the end of this video. I will see you later.